currently viewing various images from police raids on LGBTQ bars during the 1900s. Unfortunately, such raids were not uncommon during this time period. The LGBTQ community often suffered oppression in various forms, including police raids, exclusion from public services, and a general feeling of rejection in society. To combat this oppression, the community urgently needed leaders to fight passionately for the cause of LGBTQ rights. One leader arose in the Buffalo, Niagara area in the mid to late 1900s. Her name was Madeline Davis. Davis, a lesbian woman herself, was a tireless advocate for local LGBTQ rights, producing several projects to further progress towards achieving these rights. One of these projects was her book, Boots of Leather, Slippers of Gold. The primary goal of this book was to document the oral histories of working-class lesbians in Buffalo, a group whose contributions are often overlooked within the LGBTQ community. She also began a collection of materials relevant to local LGBTQ history that later became the Madeline Davis LGBTQ Archive of Western New York. This archive ensures that local LGBTQ history is actually being told by the LGBTQ community. Moreover, Davis's ability to challenge historical narratives about the LGBTQ community gave her work additional value and allowed her to stand out as a leader. Through documenting oral histories of working-class lesbians in Buffalo as far back as the 1930s, she simultaneously challenged the idea that the movement for LGBTQ rights began during the Stonewall Inn riots, and the notion that working-class lesbians had insignificant contributions to the LGBTQ community. In addition, by localizing LGBTQ history in her archive, Davis challenged the common belief that the scope of LGBTQ history is limited to large cities. One final narrative she was able to challenge is that all progress is inherently beneficial. She challenged this idea in an article about LGBTQ language in the Britannica Encyclopedia, stating that even though the text was progressing towards inclusivity, the community should not be satisfied until the language is completely inclusive and non-discriminatory. Davis's ability to challenge these historical narratives augmented the value of her work by building a more inclusive story of the local community's past, laying the foundation for a just future. Much of her work was also applicable on a nationwide scale, thus contributing to the broader LGBTQ rights movement. For instance, as the first openly lesbian delegate elected to the Democratic National Convention, Davis spoke regarding the incorporation of gay and lesbian rights into the Democratic platform.
I say to you, I am someone's neighbor, someone's sister, someone's daughter. A vote for this plank is a vote not only for me, but it is a vote for all homosexual women and men across the country to peaceably live their own lives.
Davis's contributions to the LGBTQ rights movement as a whole cannot be emphasized enough. Her work made an enduring impact on the way the community approached the issue of equal rights, making significant steps towards accomplishing this goal.